In this video, I'm going to be explaining how you know if you've been manipulated and maybe even if you've been mass manipulated. Welcome back to another video. I'm Maximilian. I help entrepreneurs reprogram their life, rewire their mind for happiness, success, abundance, fulfillment, confidence, you name it. I do it. Manipulation. And why did I pause with manipulation? I completely just stopped. I just stopped. Stop what I was saying. I changed the speed, I changed the tempo. I interrupted the pattern. Something just moved. I interrupted the pattern and allowed you to be caught off guard. So, how do you manipulate someone? If I walked up to you right now with a gun, held a gun to your head right now, this isn't a real gun, it's my finger, as you can tell. If I held a gun to your head right now and said, give me your money, I have full control and I can manipulate you to do whatever you want to do. Why? Because you're scared. You're scared, so you're going to do whatever you want to do. To you right now, your life is more important than your phone. Your life is more important than a couple of $1,000s, a couple of £1,000, your car. But if that wasn't the case, if I walked up to you and said, give me $1,000, give me £1,000, give me your phone, give me your car, you're not likely going to say yes. So the only reason truly is because I've manipulated you by scaring you enough, by interrupting your pattern, your daily normal things, by walking up, because not many days you get a gun pointed to your head. I've interrupted the pattern and I've scared you enough for you to comply with what I want you to do. Can you see how easy it is to be manipulated? If something hypothetically was spread in the news and said you're gonna die from this, how likely do you think you're gonna be worried about it or not worried about it? Hypothetically. Hypothetically. Let's say this thing that hypothetically happens in the news actually has a 0.01% chance of killing you occurred. Would you be scared if you were told that was the case? Probably not. So why are some people so scared? Why have some people been manipulated, hypothetically? Because they've been scared. They've been told to comply. Now, I want you to understand that is manipulation at its finest. Someone can make you so scared and they can force you to do whatever they want you to do. Because right now, your life seems more important than the car that you paid £50,000 for. Seems more important than your phone that you paid £1,000 for. Seems more important than all the cash that you have on you right now. Because it is. Your life is the most important thing. So if someone could manipulate you to take your life away if you don't comply with what I'm telling you to do, obviously you're going to be manipulated. It's natural, it's normal. So if you have been manipulated in the past, and this could be from a past lover, someone who's manipulated you, lover, let's put it in terms loosely, a friend, maybe even the media, I don't know. Could you have been manipulated in the past? It's not bad if you've been manipulated. Because if I told you for the whole of your life, the sky is green. And then one day someone goes, oh, have you seen that blue sky? And you're like, no, it's green. No, that's blue. No, the sky's green. I've always been told it's green. You only know what you've been told. So you're never gonna not know what you've been told if you've been told something else. You don't know what you don't know, and that's just a fact. So let me just explain the power of hypnosis versus the power of manipulation. Now, hypnosis isn't manipulation. It's just not. You can be manipulated by someone who does hypnosis. You can. Just like you can be manipulated by someone who truly loves you, in inverted commas. That isn't a real hypnotherapist, that isn't a real hypnotist, that is someone who is unethically doing something. And unfortunately there is unethical people in this world, but you're here on this video because I'm sure you can see that I'm ethical the way that I do things, and if you truly want some information on what I can do and how I can help you and how I can help you change your life through hypnosis, I'll be more than happy to help in any possible way. But hypnosis, in order for hypnosis to work, I can't hypnotize you right now unless you comply to what I say. So, I need you to say yes. I need you to follow instructions. I need you to move in a way that I want you to move in order for it to work. So the only way that I can hypnotize you is if I get you to follow along with what I'm saying. That's the only way. So can you see the power of complying mixed with someone who is manipulating you, scaring you, interrupting your pattern, getting you to comply to what they tell you to do, to what they want you to do, which makes the outcome of you being, or us, being manipulated. So how can we stop this? How can we stop ourselves being manipulated? when things happen, when scenarios happen, when circumstances happen, hypothetically, maybe even in the media, we can look at, is this the truth? Is what they're saying the truth? Let's go to a relationship, for example. They're telling you that you're worthless. They're telling you that you don't deserve anyone else. They're telling you that you should never be with anyone else. They're telling you you're never going to get any better than that. And I'll give a great example. When I used to work for my dad, he told me that he was going to be the best boss I ever had. He was quite possibly the worst boss I ever had when I used to work for him as a builder. But I truly believed that he was the best boss I was going to have. So that's why whenever I looked into work, I was like, well, I never want to work ever again for anyone else. I can't think of anything worse. For me personally, it pushed me so far away from that to do what I'm doing now. So I see that it was a blessing. But it made me think about it. Do I really believe that there's worse bosses? No, there's not. There's so many great people out there. I've worked for a few people that were great. I tended to attract worse bosses because my belief was bosses are bad. They're gonna ruin me, they're gonna hurt me, they're gonna annoy me, they're gonna screw me over all the time. That's what I believed. So the energy that I put out attracts back into my life. So is what they're saying the actual truth? It's not. Are you worthless? No, no one is worthless. Do you deserve better? Yes, you deserve everything in life. Why do you feel that way? It's because you've been programmed to believe that. You've been told by other people, because when you're born, you're just born as nothing. You're just a lump of flesh, really, realistically. You're programmed by your surroundings. Imagine yourself like a computer, like a laptop. You're a completely brand new computer, a completely brand new laptop. You need your programs. You need the film editing software. You need Google. You need maybe Google Chrome. You maybe need some Windows. You maybe need antivirus protection. You need all this stuff in order to allow your computer and laptop to work. And we're the same. So we're running programs based on the people that are around us, based on the people we listen to. So if you're told and you're scared as a child, and I can imagine this right now, maybe even go back to this. What is something you're absolutely scared of right now? Think to yourself, why are you scared of that? Go back to the first memory you have with that. That's why. The first memory with that was a scary memory. That is why you're going to be scared of it. It's going to be natural. And I'll give an example and I'll shame myself. Not shame myself, I will be vulnerable here. I will be vulnerable here. I was petrified. When I say petrified, I mean petrified of frogs. Whenever I would see a frog, I would scream. Literally like a 10-year-old girl. Like that bad. I would see a little frog and I would run away screaming. It only has to be about that big. Why was I so scared of it? Because my first experience was a friend caught a frog in a net, put the net on my head. So my experience was panic, run. Whenever I would see that frog, it would associate panic, run, scream, hide, everything. So when I uninstalled the program and reinstalled something of they're just frogs, then I was able to get over them. But initially I couldn't get over them. They were petrifying, literally petrifying. So I'm just gonna give out a few facts and figures about statistics chance of losing life in different scenarios. So the chances of dying of cancer in your lifetime are 0.123%. That's the chance of you dying. It's not a ridiculously high chance, but like we said, there's measures in place and there's the ability to help people prevent cancer. There's the ability to help foundations support and give money to cancer foundations. And that's brilliant. So you have a 0.069% chance of dying from smoking in the world's population. Quite low, right? And the odds are pretty low. I'll give them that. Now, what I want you to understand, that's in the world's population. 67% of people that smoke die from smoking related illnesses. That's a quite big chunk. That's a massive chunk. 67%. Why do people still smoke? Even though it says they're gonna die. Even though on the packet it says can cause cancer, can cause this, can cause that. Because they want to do it. Beats me. I mean, I used to do it, so I just used to do it, so I can understand why people do it. But the facts and figures are there. If hypothetically there was a virus that had a 0.01% chance of killing you, it's quite low, right? If it had a 0.01% chance of raining tomorrow, would you take an umbrella? Probably not. Even if it had a 50% chance of raining, would you take an umbrella? Probably not. And imagine if out of all of the 100% of people that have lost their life from a hypothetical something in the media, 6% of them were only from that hypothetical thing in the media alone. Whereas the other 94% people had between 2 and 3 more underlying causes due to their health regardless. The reason these stats and statistics can come out and people can see them and not bat an eyelid now is because they've been programmed to believe, by being interrupted by the pattern, a pandemic's not normal, they've been scared and told that something could happen to their health, and then they've been told to comply, so they've been hypnotized to follow along with the things that are going on to suit them best. How easy do you think it would be to get someone to comply to giving you a car without any pre-programming, without any scaring them, without anything, with none of that? Probably quite little. How easy would it be to get someone to start off by interrupting their pattern, literally bumping into them, scaring them, holding a gun to them, getting them to comply by giving them something small, maybe their wallet, maybe their phone, marching them over to the cash point, getting some cash out, constantly telling them, if you don't do what I'm going to say, I may take your life, and then eventually saying, and now give me your car. How easy do you think it's going to be? They followed all the protocols of being manipulated, of allowing someone to be forced to do something that maybe they don't want to do, but they're doing because it's easier. They didn't want to give you your car. They love their car. That cost them money. They're now going to have to get a new car. But they did it because it's easier than taking a bullet. Now, some people say that's an extreme scenario. It is. So's something that hypothetically may be in the media. And this is the proof that manipulation is very easy. Now, I've seen people be manipulated. I've watched it happen. I've watched people go from, oh, I'll just do this one little thing. I'll do this one little thing, they're complying. They're moving from being completely manipulated to then being hypnotized and programmed. That's the process. If they want to do it, completely manipulate someone, get them to follow you, make them look up to you as the person that they need to listen to. And just like the fake healers, the people that do it, they just get people to listen to them. They're fraudulent. At the end of the day, they are. Now, what have they done? They've manipulated people to make them believe that they're a healer. Then they've actually used the power of hypnosis, because anyone can use the power of hypnosis, to then pre-program someone, to program them to whatever they want them to be. And if the person who has manipulated them has told them they need to be this specific way, for hypnosis to work, I need you to want to do it. I need you to want to make these changes. If you don't want to stop smoking, I can't help you stop smoking. I just can't. And I'm not going to try, because it's a waste of my time, it's a waste of your time. I'd rather help someone who wants to stop smoking, or who wants to lose their anxiety, or wants to become completely confident, or who wants to become completely and fully happy and fulfilled now. I can do that very easily. But first I need them to come up with a decision, which, if someone's manipulated them to come up with their own decision, they're going to comply, then they're going to be hypnotized and say, this is the best thing to do, this is the best thing to do, this is the best thing to do, let me follow along so I can do the best thing to do for me. Because otherwise I might die. So it's actually very easy to allow yourself to be manipulated. And that's why I wanted to make this video. I don't want to hate on anyone. I don't want to spread hate. I want to spread knowledge. I want to spread information to help you take back your own power, because you have it within you. So this is now using figures. 1.35 million people die from crossing the road each day. That's more than a hypothetical thing in the news. Yet, when you cross a road, and this is just crossing a road, this isn't involving car accidents, there's nothing to do with that, that's just crossing a road. Do you wear a helmet every time you cross the road? No. Do you take precautions when you cross the road? Of course. Take precautions. That doesn't mean be manipulated to wear a helmet across the road. If you don't want to wear a helmet, don't wear a helmet. Be logical. If you don't want to get a hypothetical thing that's in the news, don't go and lick poles. Don't go and cough in people's faces. Be logical about it. Because your chances of actually getting hit by a car are quite slim. The chance of you dying, again, quite slim. Does it happen? Yes. Many things happen in this world. The choices are that you decide how you're going to act towards it. So ask yourself that question next time you choose to wear something over your face versus wear a helmet when you cross the road. What's the difference? Whereas now, and this is the analogy I like to use, it's frowned upon to not wear a face mask in public. Which is sad. Because I'm watching people be manipulated in front of my eyes. I don't tend to get angry. I just don't get angry. I never get angry. It's sad. It's really sad to watch people be manipulated. told that if you don't do this, you're a bad person. You're not. If you're keeping yourself healthy, you're a good person. If you're allowing yourself to be manipulated, it's just sad. It's sad to see. And I hate to see that. And that's why I'm making this video. I don't want people to be manipulated. I want you to make your own decisions based on the own research that you do. And remember that all the information that you get, do logical research on it. Because the information is there. I found it. I haven't done too much digging, but I found the information. I could go much further with this. If you want me to go much further, let me know in the comments, because I'm more than happy to do so. But I just don't want people to be manipulated. That's why I made this video, to help you understand what manipulation is, to help you understand how easy it is to be manipulated, how easy it is to get you to comply with things so that they can program you. So I hope this video has given you some information, some knowledge, and I hope that you can be able to do your own research in order to do what's best for you, not what's best to look the same. Because I have watched people as well walk into a place where people aren't wearing masks, they're wearing a mask, and they take it off because they don't want to stand out. Whereas now you stand out if you don't wear a mask. Okay. Make your own decisions. Don't be manipulated and led by the media. Don't be manipulated by people telling you what's the right thing to do. Because logically, the media is never going to tell you the right thing to do. The media is going to tell you what they want you to hear so that you can follow instructions, so that they can keep you as a little sheep. Maybe this video may not get out to a lot of people. Hopefully it does. Hopefully it reaches the right people. If you want any more stats and statistics, I've got plenty. I haven't explained everything that I've got written down in this video. If you've got any questions, let me know. I'd be more than happy to help out in any way possible. Send me a message on Instagram. But other than that, I hope you have an amazing day. Keep spreading love, kindness, and so much positivity. And don't allow yourself to be manipulated. Please use this video. Have a great day.